So where are we going?
Where do you want to go?
Straight to news.
Hey guys, so we just got back from the con. No one's gonna watch this. So we're just gonna kind of recap so that we have a point to even show the footage from the con. Nobody's gonna watch this. So we went to NyanCon up in Menor because we live there.
Yeah.
So while he's sitting here doing Mortal Kombat XL, I don't know, I think there's not much to, I can't think of anything really to say besides like talking about ProZD and what we got, because like if you've ever been to a con before, it is what it is. I'm gonna guess there's not much deviation from what any other cons are, other than the fact that this one's kind of smaller. There's like basically 2 rooms.
Yeah.
So
there was a lot of event stuff going on in like the different classrooms up the college, but none of it was stuff that actually looked interesting.
one of them was a f***ing maid cafe, so...
Yeah, that's to be expected. The thing that got me was, don't touch my fanfiction.
Leave my anime alone, you galley fangirls.
You sure? Some of the things that we saw that were kind of fun. Obviously, I went there for video games, so I found where there was some immediate video games, and I'll just do that now since I'm talking about it. Right. First thing I grabbed was Eternal Darkness, and the only reason I did was because they were selling for $45, and at all the other places that I've gone to that sold this, it was $50, and I was like, you know what, that's a good excuse, even though it's only $5. But I also got, and this debatably was, again, not really a necessity when it comes to cons, I just got Ocarina of Time. Some stuff that we got, that was like free. So here's like a little bottle holder thing that has Smash 4 on it, I guess.
Like cans, bottles.
Whatever fits, I guess.
Yeah,
so
honestly,
if you have the girth, put your dick in there. Why not? Something that I was a little concerned about at first, I saw this and I was like, are those yoga pants but arms? But no, they go on your sleeves because it's funny because they're arms. You go and you put them on your arms. I'm gonna hang myself. He grabbed 2 Splatoon cups. Splatoon 2 cups.
The fucking Nintendo guy flipped those to me before we left.
He just put them. He just
literally
gave them
like as I was trying to shove my stuff in the bag before we walked away, he came over and he slid them into my open hand.
That's spooky. Don't let him slide it in. Some Breath of the Wild stickers. They shine a little.
Not sure if
I might throw these on my balls.
That's on the right way.
I don't know. We'll find something for them.
Armband in action. You got
Ribbon
Quintel.
Ribbon Girl. And Little Mac.
Little Mac.
Little Mac.
Little Mac.
Before I show you this, I'll let you know that they were not in the order that they could or should be in, and I'm going to do my best to do that, and then when I've finished, I'll let you know. Anyway, so this is what I just spent the last like 10 minutes trying to fix up. So I spent 20 bucks on this. It's just nothing too special. It's just pins of the 8 gym badges, and I just thought, oh, that's cool. If it was anything other than the Kanto badges, specifically the Kanto ones, I would have done that one instead. But pins, another thing that Bryant grabbed for me at the Nintendo booth. It's just
no, that is
30th anniversary Mario thing. Is what it is. But more importantly, and me and him both had these, so I don't need to show it a second time. We got to play, well, I got to play 2 things, he got to play 1 thing. They had a board game there. It was called like Soviets and Patriots or something. And I, for the life of me, will not be able to explain the rules, but put simply, it's a game where everyone is either Soviet or Patriot, no one knows, and think like the card game Bull.
Or Secret Hitler.
Secret Hitler combined with like, it's hard for me to explain. Look up, I wish for the life of me that I could remember what it's called because that would make it so much easier. If I remember what it's called while editing this, I'm going to put up the name over my lying mouth. But anyway, the other thing is I got a pin, so that we're playing a game called Bomb Fest. And the link to their site will be on the screen and will be in the description. It was a delightful little party game that 2 people apparently made all by themselves.
No! Oh, I'm still alive!
What? Get out of here. Get out of here.
No! No! No!
Get out of here.
Oh, I just got double tapped.
Put simply, you play as a little block dude. I like how the character just kind of like help.
I can't feel my leg.
And you roll around and you grab bombs that fall from the sky and you try to knock everyone else out of the arena. It's up to you, Bryant.
Oh, fell! Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Yes!
Alright. You go 3 rounds and whoever, I guess, won the most is the winner.
Yo!
Is our website on it? You guys can win it too if you win
Oh yeah,
rounds.
grab a blue pen. Grab a blue pen too. We got our
There's
website on there.
it. Feel free to check us out on social media.
It was great. I played it with Chaz and him and his boy.
I hate party games entirely. Like, my bias completely clear, and I f***ing love this game.
Oh, no!
It was, I think my favorite bit was the terrified feeling when you go flying off and not sure if you'll see the next day, or when you actually launch your boy off, or if you press A. We were using 360 controllers. It was on PC, I think, and it will be on Steam eventually. I would recommend it. But pressing the B button would let you pick up a bomb, and then pressing hold out would let you throw it. For like, the longer you hold it, the farther you'll throw it. But if you press A, you'll jump and dodge, and it kind of like, it's helpful to get away from the explosions because it'll tell you where the explosions are.
Yeah, it gives you like a little blast radius area.
Yeah. But if you press and hold the button, the A button, it was so stupid because you fall on the ground because it's not like a jump, it's like a lunge more like. And if you press and hold the button, you just kind of sit there. And if you try to move, you just roll over. Oh my gosh.
Don't you do it! Don't you do it!
No, that bread delivery man looking kind of antagonistic.
Wait.
Do you see what I'm doing?
Can I grab you?
Just kind of
I want to grab you.
Think like, do you remember those toys from like the early 2000s that were like the little beans and they had the marble inside of them? And they were funny because like if you flicked them off to the side of like some stairs, they would like roll down. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't remember what those are called because I never liked them. But it's kind of like that. The guy at the booth kept saying like, oh, if you press and hold A, you can break dance. I'm sitting here like, or I can just look like a flopping fish who's got freaking cancer. But breakdancing, why not, right?
This is my home now.
It's going too long. It's gonna start raining here soon.
Raining?
Raining?
You don't want it to start raining.
What is
Here
it?
it is. It's raining.
Oh, I'm not okay.
It's like Smash Brothers!
So, anyway, as Bryant and I have already expressed, part of the reason that we went to this con, and probably most of the reason I went to this con, was because the YouTuber ProZD is there. If you haven't already heard of him, just look him up. He's delightful. But
Absolutely delightful.
I'm not usually a person who cares to meet people in person or anything, but it was a strange circumstance that this was someone who was at least mildly relevant to me and was going to a con that was near here. When I first heard it, I was like, yo, we gotta go to this, and that was months ago. But only just yesterday that I started thinking, like, if I'm meeting this dude, I gotta get him to sign something. What? You know? So I started thinking, what could I get this dude to sign?
Right here? Okay. You got it?
Yep.
The best one. Best one.
Everyone who went up to him after his Q&A, they were getting him to sign their, what was it, the time slot sheet thing, like the schedule for the event, which I felt kind of bad for because that's all they had. But I came prepared and got him to sign Final Fantasy IX. That's him, right there. And bear in mind, that's not the manual. No, I went through the effort to like actually take off the this is immortalized. I never even played this game, but Bryant also got a picture with them, and I'll throw that up during the little slideshow that I'm sure I'll do of the pictures that he took. He took a lot of pictures of people. Tell him about the Hatsumisu thing. I don't know the character's name is.
Oh my god.
What?
Tell
him, please.
So, we first got there. I spotted as we were walking up the courtyard, one of my favorite characters, Haruhi Suzumiya. And I'm like, oh I gotta get a picture.
They even had like a mask on and everything so that they don't look like not an anime character.
Yeah,
So
and they
props
did
to them,
like
yes.
a cute anime pose and everything, and I didn't think about it. I didn't like actually like stop and analyze what was going on.
Like they weren't talking.
And they weren't talking. It was like the most important part here. And I walked away, and as I like looked at the picture, I was like, oh, and it clicked. That was a dude.
Oh no.
That is totally a dude. You know how I know? They didn't speak when I asked to get a picture.
And it's not like it's a big deal. Like, dudes crossplay or whatever that it's actually called all the time.
Saw several of those.
Yeah. Like, it's the fact that I got f***ing bamboozled. If you watch this, you're fantastic and you slid past me, so you get props.
Would you like to show off some of the stuff you got? Or are you too busy doing this?
So, I bought the statue of my Minami from, which by the way, I love how I learned how to pronounce that in less than 3 hours. From Evangelion, which I will have a picture showing the thing.
Which of these am I walking out with?
Of these?
Yeah, those three.
What are your criteria?
It's that character.
Oh, these three are the same character?
Yeah.
That one's pink. Pink is done.
Like, honestly,
This
I
one's cool.
kind of really like her pink
That one's
suit,
kind of boring.
like, I guess between those two, actually.
And I feel like this one is the one that would give you, like, garner you some really, like, nasty looks. And this one's just pink.
So you're saying go with that one?
I'm saying going with this one because if you get this one, I will throat punch you in the name of Jesus.
I can see your panties, we'll go with that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't even have to look under to, dude. If an anime girl's skirt is up, do you know what that means?
I need help is what that means. It's official. I'm a weeaboo.
And I don't think I have any of the stuff on me.
Did you pick all of it up?
I didn't think I did.
I'll kill you, boy.
I guess I did. I grabbed Scorpion and Sub-Zero figures from Mortal Kombat 9, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls, which was there for $15. Why? The game's fantastic. Well, it's fantastic, and it's a port of the American Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Like, the are you? Coca-Cola wallet.
That's a quarter. It's on my pant leg. See, like, I don't want to be like that guy who just sits here and goes on and on about how great it was or whatever. It's just like, it is what it is. Something to do.
It was.
I'll say this. Going into this, there was a lot of uncertainty on whether anything was going to pan out. Ultimately, I think I got out of it what I was expecting. The only thing maybe not is that I didn't really find any unique or interesting games necessarily. Eternal Darkness is probably the closest I'd get to that, but honestly, just because of the pricing. Final Fantasy IX doesn't count because I did not buy this at the con. I don't think I said that. And I suppose there's at least one person who would sit there and be like, oh, well, it's not as special if you had to buy the game and then get him to sign it. I think it's more than that because that means I made the conscious effort to understand that he likes this game despite the fact that I do not own it and maybe not even have an interest in it, and got it, and technically I do own this game now, and I could play it. I even have the PlayStation. So, I think it makes it more special that way. Or you can look at that and say, oh, that just makes the story boring, and you do you boo. We're gonna go and just masturbate. So, get the lotion. So hold on. It's a room, a giant room. Lights are off, flashing lights, full of weeaboos.
Yeah. There's
Oh my word.
There's 2 this year, and they do a Halloween party every year. That's a rave where they have like a gigantic floatables in there.
Inflatables.
Inflatables. You know what I mean? Like gigantor bouncy castles and stuff. Last year they had at the Halloween party an obstacle course. It was lit.
Goodbye, dignity! Goodbye, dignity! Goodbye, dignity!
Wow.
Although, yeah, they're gonna say hi to me.
Okay, but they have an actual Asian girl in a cafe. What's good?
Oh my.
The quality's here.
Quality. That's what you say.
Yeah, that is what I say.
Oh my word. There's a dinosaur.
Oh, welcome to NyanCon in Mentor, Ohio. Welcome to NyanCon in Mentor, Ohio. The weeb is here. I think we're gonna be in line a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, they have Sacred Star of Milo Stowe and Conqueror Shambhala, and the OVAs that are only in Japanese.
That's excessive.
Do you think you have My Hero Academia ones? I think we do have. Well, this is the only style we have. That's fine. Okay, 1 second.
Called Snack.
Snack.
Okay, would you want to get some picture with some Pokemon?
Park on the main stage. Here you go.
Right?
Hey, digging back. Hey, we saw you before. We already gave you things, but hey, I want to give it to you guys because you're a Batman guy. Batman guys gotta stick together. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's fair.
You gotta check out. You show them the photos of your fiance. You gotta see this. You will love this picture. For a Batman fan, you'll go 8. It's awesome.
Do I know how I'm married to the love of my life?
Oh, that's
Look at that right there.
fantastic.
That's how you roll.
That's how you roll.
And then this is, let me see if I got one here. You know, she does a lot of Batgirl. I just did, I made my own Deathstroke. I'm still working on it a little bit.
I mean, that looks really cool.
Yeah. The cool thing is you can take a baseball bat and whack me across the chest. I'm still pretty good at it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So it's made for if goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hit him up.
So as soon as someone breaks into the house, Honey will be downstairs.
Yeah, give me 10 minutes.
Yeah,
10
let me get
minutes.
the coat on. I can't.
So wait, what's this right here?
That's a camera.
No. All right, I had that one coming. I had that coming. What are you filming it for?
Not sure yet. We'll find out.
Well, it's awesome. I love creativity. Keep it up. What's up, everybody? Hey, have a good day. I hope to see you. I'm sorry, I made that so awkward. As soon as the camera turns on, it gets awkward. What can I say? Hey, have a good one, man. All right? Thank you.
Help me. Okay, you know the most depressing part is I'm actually like really tempted to walk out of here with one of these because they're cheaper than they were at OhioCon.
Okay, hold on. Stop for a second. Well, this anime. Toad. Why? Why? He's the best anime character. What are you doing?
That's amazing.
Oh, hey, you want to know what I got in my bag of cheap?
Yeah.
It's a great bag. You're gonna be excited. I got this.
Okay.
I can't play it because you need a special player, but you're gonna treasure this. I got Cyber City.
What even?
And
Wait, there's a kicker. There's a kicker. There's a kicker. There's a kicker. Show him.
I think I got the best
He
deal.
pulled that out of the bag. All right, this is the point where we had no idea what was in it. I myself right then and there when he pulled Sonic X out.
Ready? New thing.
Whoa.
Where?
Over there.
At that booth over there.
Hold on, I'm gonna go follow him.
He's gone.
Godspeed, whatever.
Gone.
I see Tekken, I see ARMS, I see Street Fighter 2. We need to find Killer Instinct. You know if they're playing Killer Instinct in here, all I see is Melee.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some, like, the new Capcom v.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Take your fingers off real quick. Are you sure about that?
All right, let's do this. So first off, they wanted me to tell you guys, try to keep the room as clean as it was when you came in. Don't leave your behind. Keep it nice and clean. And oh yeah. And then if you want pictures or something signed, they're gonna lead me to the dealer's room, and we'll do it there. So that'll be your chance to, if you want it. I'm not going to presume you want one, but I assume some of you might want a photo or something. So, okay, so yeah, we'll do that after this. I'm gonna set this to 7. So bring on the questions. Otherwise, it's gonna be really boring panel.
Does that freak you out?
Oh, I grabbed a selfie with it. I don't know why that's here, but it's beautiful. I'm all about that.
So what's it like working with Miss Amberly Connors, who's a Northeast Ohio native, down there at SoundCloud Stereos, doing some of their voiceover work for some of the fighting games you're involved with?
Oh yeah, so yeah, she directed me on a game called Battle Right. Does anyone know that game? It's on, I think, Steam now. And then also a game called Spirit Parade, which is like a visual novel. You can romance some hot guys. I'm one of the hot guys in it. So go check that out. I don't think it's out yet. Sorry. I think so. So, and my guys are really sexy. So, like no joke. I think they let me use one F-bomb here. I'd my guy. All right, my F-bomb quota is gone, but it was good. She's really nice. I've known her for a couple of years now, and yeah, she's fun to work with. I think those were the 2 games I did with her, but yeah, boring answer, but yeah, really positive experience.
Thank you.
Working with her. Yeah.
In your vines, what made you come up with the name Sosuke Bosuke?
Oh, I made a tweet that it was like, I don't know, maybe some of you saw this. And who here follows me on Twitter? Go follow me on Twitter, come on. Please do. But I made a tweet that was making fun of the fact that I'm watching a new anime, I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. And then the main character goes, we're 12! And I'm like, oh, it's one of those. And I just, the name Sosuke Bosuke just, I had to come up with some stupid anime name, and I was like, that Sosuke Bosuke works, and then I used that name later in the videos, and how it has become part of the canon.